Hi there. I'm Nancy at Pezzo and I'm the lead consultant at Pezzo Smith Consulting. I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever, do you work in a boarding school or do you own a boarding school? Are you a school administrator working in a boarding school and supervising boarding house staff? Are you a boarding house parent or an intending to be boarding house parent? Well, I have good news for you. I have a training coming up on the 9th and 10th of March 2024, and it's completely virtual. It's a 2-day training program for everyone who works in a boarding school. So whether you're a school owner, a boarding house parent, or one who intends to be a boarding house parent, a school administrator, a VP pastoral, VP admin, whatever it is that gets you connected with the boarding house, you should be trained. Okay, I see too many cases of people who just take things for granted, and when there is a crisis, they start running helter skelter looking for help. Well, isn't it better to be proactive and get your boarding house running properly with the right guidelines, policies, procedures, and processes rather than waiting and just doing things haphazardly? And so it's a time for you to unlearn what you've been doing wrongly and relearn the right things. For example, I would like to ask you, do you have a statement of purpose for your boarding house? A boarding house is more than just a roof over people's heads, over the students' heads while they learn in your school. You have to have a statement of purpose. You must have policies and procedures. You must train your staff. Do you even know the training, the pieces of training that your staff should have in the boarding house? All these and more. Of course, we'll also touch on the sensitive aspects of boarding house, which include feeding, catering, medicals and health, handling relationships with the opposite sex, drawing boundaries, and of course, bullying and every other thing that has to do with the boarding house. So join me on the 9th and 10th of March. Register right now to 2014-532-690 First Bank, or check the comments. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, just check the comments and you'll see the details for registration. I look forward to hosting you. By the way, this is the 5th edition of the Boarding House Administration Training, and we've had amazing testimonials from those who have done this before now. And in case you do not want to do this virtually, you might want to invite me in-house to do the training for you in your school premises. I look forward to working with you, and I love you're ready for taking the bold step. See you shortly.